And this one right here is going to be even more crucial. You know I bring the pain. I bring devastating knockouts, and I can't wait to see what this fool body going to do when I hit him on his face. When I hit him on the chin, when I hit him in the face, because I don't punch through you, I punch through you.
Boy, that is some bad blood. But thank you again. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the latest boxing news. Exposing Dominic Breazeale against Deontay Wilder. And what we're gonna do is what we always do. Take all the evidence that is in the internet and expose it to you for your own convenience. And as you can see, Dominic Breazeale is 20-1 with 18 knockouts, and his resume, and when we look at his resume, the most impressive thing is that we can see is that he fought Anthony Joshua and he lost by TKO. Also, he fought Amir Mansour and Carlos Negron, whoever is that, and Eric Molina will be his most impressive win. So you can tell that there's not a lot of impressive names in his resume. And when it was time for him to step up, when he stepped up against Anthony Joshua, he miserably failed. And by a lot, because he was just totally exposed. I mean, this is total exposure from your latest boxing news. And the first thing we can tell you is that he can't get away from the jab because he has no subtle movement, no head movement whatsoever. He cannot move his upper body movement. He tried to do some lateral movement, but it just does not work because he's super slow. And you know, Deontay Wilder has a decent jab when he wants to use it, and I think he's gonna use it because in his past fight against Fury, he was so concentrated on the goddamn knockout that he could never deliver. He forgot about his jab and he barely used it. But if Wilder decides to use his jab in this fight, then I think Dominic Breazeale is gonna be in deep problems, because another thing that Deontay Wilder does very good when he uses his jab is to throw his check left hook every other time. And that's another punch, another big key punch that I know for a fact that Deontay Wilder is gonna be able to use on Dominic Breazeale. He just can't get away from the left. Also the left. Jabs left. You know, you can throw the jab left on him. You can throw the overhand left, the straight left, the right left. Oh, that's a right left? No, that's military counting. But man, listen, Deontay Wilder, I understand that he doesn't have the fundamentals and traditional boxing skills like Dominic Breazeale said, but he got one thing that he does very well, and it's power. And like himself said, he told you this. It's gonna take you 12 rounds to do a perfect fight that does not exist. Till today, that shit does not exist. You feel me? But it's gonna take him 2 seconds. 2 seconds to deliver the punch that you are so vulnerable as well, which is the right hand. I mean, Anthony Joshua had a festival. Why? Because when you coming forward, you expose yourself. You lean in, you don't use your left, you rush in, you always reaching. I mean, and it's just so obvious. You telegraph every single punch you throw. And we know what happened to the last person that reached in, rushing in, telegraphing the punches. You know, he got crucified. Bam! He lasted there for a good 10 minutes. And when he opened his eyes, he was at the freaking hospital telling his girlfriend that Deontay Wilder doesn't hit that hard. You know, and I'm just afraid that it's the same thing's gonna happen to Dominic Breazeale. There is no way around it. No way around it. The style of, and I think Deontay Wilder knows this. He knows this for a fact. And I think that's why he said, you know what, Eddie Hearn? You can keep that $100 million. Come on, destroy this boy for $1 million. And then we're gonna have to make that Anthony Joshua fight for even higher than $100 million for 2 fights. And there's not much to say around this. I just cannot see Dominic Breazeale fighting and beating Deontay Wilder the way he's fighting his fights, because he's just so open for the 1-2, and we know what Deontay Wilder does with the 1-2, and he does it better than anybody else in the business. Maybe Anthony Joshua, I don't know. Until those two face together, that's when we will know who got the better 1-2. But we know one thing for sure: Dominic Breazeale cannot take the 1-2. You know, and I think that's exactly what's gonna happen to him. He's just gonna see the stars, this bad blood. Deontay Wilder got bad intentions. He said it on the press conference. He's not hiding anything. And it's just, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. This is boxing. Deontay Wilder is not the best fundamentally skilled out there. And there is one thing that I gotta give it up for Dominic Breazeale, and that's power. Oh shit, that is Carlos Negron right there. I wonder. I was like, when was he gonna show in my video? Thank you for watching.